guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the Corvette, how I got it, what I thought I'd do with it, where it ended up going. Just going to talk about my short experience of owning one, and kind of go from there. I was hoping to do a couple drives out today, some pools, but the road's wet. I'm on summer competition tires, so that's probably not the best for anyone. But I do have a couple videos of recent videos of doing some pools, and nothing too big, a couple third gear pools. So we'll do that, we'll throw those in and go from there. But what kind of video would this be if I didn't cold start it, cold rev it, and then we'll go for a drive, even in the rain? Well, it might get spicy. We might send something out there, and you know, while the neighbors are gone at work, might turn it up. Slick out there. Yeah, it rained last night, so it's been nothing but wet, and these tires don't. Nice active handle. Can't even go wide open throttle, it just burns right through them. We can give it another shot though. Do a little bit of a right here maybe, huh? Out of the way, a couple pulls, it's all out of the system, we can focus on the video. So what's it like owning one of these? Fun, a lot of fun. Not so fun at the pump. It is what it is. I mean, what'd you expect? It's not a freaking Prius. But, well, not a Prius, and it has a supercharger on it, so, but then it's, you know, you didn't buy the car to get good gas mileage. You got the car to have fun, right? So owning it's been awesome. Love the car. It's a little loud inside, especially with the super wide tires. I got a 305 on the rear, 275 on the front, so it's loud. Low pros, but at the end of the day, like it's a fun car that I get to mess around with and you know, have fun with. So it's been nothing but a great car. So yeah, see, just like that. How often do you get to just blow through second and let it keep blowing through second? Hopefully there's no cops in this skate park here. They usually are, so this could be really bad. This could be actually good for the YouTube channel, but yeah. Anyway, so the car's been super fun. Obviously, I don't really drive it in the rain for you see why. But yeah, it's in the dry. It's awesome. You know, the roads out here, especially in Idaho where we're at, the roads are just super long, and flat. Not much. There's good like country farm roads, so you can really open this sucker up. Comfort-wise, believe it or not, the car's huge. Like back there, you can put like 2 grown people. If you remove this little divider, it's just a foam divider for sound deadening. You pop that out, you can fit 2 grown people into it, and they can like chill right there. Obviously, it's frowned upon, may have done it before, but again, car, being in the driver's seat here, it's plenty of room. Passenger has plenty of room. Storage compartments suck. Cup holder isn't the best, but again, it's not what the car is for. If you were to daily it, yeah, you can add a couple cup holders, you can do a couple things, they sell them. But overall, for a fun little race car, this is awesome. For the price especially, and we'll get to that later. We'll do a full breakdown of what I paid for the car, what I paid to bring it over, parts, labor I did all myself, so I saved a ton of money there. But parts and a bunch of other little things like that. You know, on top of being able to save enough money on all the other things, that I was like, you know what? This car's coming out pretty cheap with the low miles. Miles right now are 47,000, so I was like, it's worth supercharging. The beauty of a supercharger, though, compared to the turbo M3 I had, it drives like a stock car. You know, there's no check engine lights. The tuning's super simple on it. There's really not much the car has. I mean, it behaves like a stock car until you really get after it. You know, the RPMs are great. Drivability is awesome. Probably end up having to do a clutch down the road. I'm still running the factory clutch, flywheel, all that setup, but whatever, it's still holding. So while it's holding, I'm not gonna do anything to it. But yeah, this is, drivability wise, is so far my favorite part of it. It has no issues. It's been nothing but just a dream to drive. Oh my goodness, man. That's one thing I kind of miss about Washington, is people knew how to drive. Like, people here are so like, oh, you want to go? Yeah. No, you can come right now. Oh, you're on a semi and you want to go to the left lane and drive in the left lane of the freeway? By all means, buddy, here, hop on over. People here are not as aggressive drivers, which is fine if you're, 16 learning to drive. But if you just want to get from point A to point B quickly, good luck. Let them know you'll be late. People in Costco probably like, what the heck? This guy's driving this thing in the rain and it's like all like muddy on the roads here. But, oh well. Guys, it's a rebuilt title. Okay, I think I changed my mind about going to Costco gas station. Dang, she's dirty. Hey, what I love about these tires, no matter the temperature outside, look how sticky they are. That is one sticky tire. Oh yeah. Tread wear, 100. Bam. Alright, for the meat and potatoes of this, all right there. No, I'm kidding, guys. LS6 with the A&A Supercharger, carb connections. Did it out of Kirkland, Washington. Troy and his team did it. Troy tuned it. American Racing headers, long tube headers. I can't remember the specs on the injectors, but they're all swapped out and done. Fuel pump, along with X-pipe and the Billy Boats PRT exhaust. This is making 546 wheel horsepower on about 6 to 8 psi, as you know, the whole supercharger thing fluctuates. But yeah, it's set up, I'd say, not 100% conservative, but I'm not pushing the max. We can still throw on a smaller pulley and dial that in, but we don't want to do that yet, just because I want to reinforce the motor itself. If I end up doing that, I don't want this to turn into another turbo M3 situation where I went through 4 blocks. So we're trying to just keep this nice and happy, and it already makes plenty of power. So yeah, nothing but love, except for taking it out in the rain today. I never do that, and now I'm gonna pay the price for it when I go to wash it, and the wheels and whatever. But you know what, for the video, had to do it. Yeah, so doing this one-handed, probably not the best idea. Probably let's do a little third gear pull. All right, guys, as promised, here we go, the breakdown. Starting from the very top, car. Got it on Copart in northern New York, so upstate New York, Syracuse. Got it for $11,000 out the door. That's all the buyer fees, the taxes, everything they wanted. It was exactly $11,008. Transport from Syracuse to Bonnie Lake, Washington was $1,500. Bumper, $250. OEM bumper that I found at a bumper recycling place. The air dam, $120. 2 wheels. I had to buy a set of wheels when the car flew off the road. It hit a curb, and 2 wheels were kind of dented, or bent I should say, and kind of scuffed up to the point where I was like, no, this isn't gonna fly. Got new ones. I paid $550 to the door, shipped OEM. When the car flew off the road, it cracked an oil pan, and the oil was leaking out of the car. That's why I think they totaled it. It's a lower oil pan, it's a small little plate. I pulled it off, looked at it, I'm like, it's an aluminum pan, I can't weld it, my buddies can't weld it. Took it to a guy who I knew and got it welded for a total of 60 bucks. Oh yeah, they cost $800 brand new, so that's a big savings there. Bearings, replaced 2 bearings, driver's side bearings, front and rear tire. I just replaced the whole hub. It was easier to do the whole hub with bearing and speed sensor than packing a bearing and all that. So I just removed the old one, threw the new one on. Both of them ran me 200 bucks. Paint, I paid a total of $1,000 to get the car painted. $300 initially, and that was just for the front bumper with no blending, nothing. Just kind of brought the bumper over, and that was it. And it looked fine. However, within 6 weeks of ownership, I got dinged in the parking lot. A big lifted truck kind of ran over the edge of the car between his front and rear tire. It was lifted, so kind of the doors, the whole cab of the truck was sitting on top of the hood and kind of scratched it, scuffed it up. It was nothing but cosmetic damage. So insurance paid out for that, which I'll tell you in a second. But at that point, I was like, you know what, I'm getting it repainted. So I brought the whole thing in. They sprayed the front, blended it, nicely buffed it out. So it's flawless. That was an extra $700. So paint total was $1,000. And then the exhaust I did in the beginning, just the axle back, was $1,200 for the Billy Boat PRT. And the big, what even cost more than the initial car was the A&A Supercharger, the American Racing headers, fuel pump, injectors, everything associated kind of with that, the tuning, labor. A&A did all that, and that, not A&A, Carb Connection did all that, and that came out to $12,600 flat. And all that together is a grand total of $28,480 for a rebuilt title, supercharged 2002 Corvette with, when I got it, it was 43,000 miles. One might think, dang, that's a lot of money for a rebuilt old car. Yeah, one may think that. Here's the catch though. When I got dragged in the parking lot, when they clipped the car, insurance paid out a whopping $3,600 just for a couple scratches. So that brought down my total now, as you've seen the car total, to $24,880. There's a couple things I sold, but which knocked off the price here and there, little parts. But the bigger one was the factory exhaust. Sold it for another 150 bucks, which dropped the price to $24,730. What do you think? Supercharged Corvette in that great condition with low mileage, performs well, looks great for under $25,000. I think it's a great deal. Yeah, if I did do the build, it would have been a lot less. Would have been another, $13,000, $14,000 less. But again, the car was purchased for that reason, and eventually you might see some track stuff. I thought of doing some road stuff with it. There's no really good road courses in the area, so it might have to go down the drag strip side of things, but we'll see what happens when springtime comes around. The track's shut down already for the winter, so again, just shy of $25,000 I think is a great deal, especially now that they're going for about that price, stock, nothing done to them, with higher mileage. The only catch is they are a clean title, and this is a rebuilt, salvage title, whatever you want to call it, branded title car. Doesn't affect me. I drive the car, not the title. I know that it was barely hit. It wasn't a true cut in half car, so there you have it, guys.